Hi there, welcome to the Canada Settler. My name is Chioma and I am your host for today. This podcast and YouTube channel is a platform where I come to share tips and tricks on how to settle well in Canada. And we'll also be talking a little bit about migrating to Canada through the Express Entry Federal Skilled Worker Program. This platform is created to help you settle well in Canada, so not just to get here, but also to settle well and have a good life here in Canada. Because I don't want you to come and just be managing and be struggling. I want you to come and actually experience the benefits of living in this country, in this beautiful, sweet country fully, okay? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some useful information and links for how to migrate to Canada using the Express Entry Federal Skilled Worker Program. The Canada Express Entry Program are immigration programs that Canada has set in place so that you can get your permanent residence right in your home country. So if you apply and if you qualify, you actually get your permanent residence sent to your home country and you come from there to Canada as a permanent resident. You don't need to do anything else. You come here as a permanent resident and you start to reap the benefits of living in Canada as a permanent resident. Again, there are so many different ways that you can migrate to Canada, and what I've done is I've put together a document that has all the links that I'm going to be mentioning here. So in the description, you can click and download this document. It's free. All you need to do is just put in your email and maybe your phone number, and you can download this this document. It has all the links that I'm going to mention here. So there are other ways, there are multiple ways to migrate to Canada. In the document that it's in the description, I'm going to share a link where you can see all the different ways that you can migrate to Canada as a permanent resident. Under the Express Entry, there are actually 3 programs that you can do. There's the Federal Skilled Worker Program, there's the Federal Trades Program, and there's a Canada Experience Class Program. So you can look at all 3 and see where you're eligible for and actually apply for your PR through there. For the sake of this video, I'm going to only be focusing on the Federal Skilled Worker Program, and this is because this is the program that I used. And also I feel like if I focus, this entire channel is going to be focused on that program, because I know that if you're coming through that program, 1, you have education, and 2, you have professional experience, and that really helps you in terms of settling well here in Canada. In the document, in the description as well, there's a link that will show you the 3 different programs. You know, compare them line by line so that you can see which one actually works for you. So the first thing that you need to do is to create a profile on the Express Entry Federal Skilled Worker page on the Canada website, Canada government website. I'm going to come back and explain this later, but you put in your situation and you'll be given a score. Now this score is called the CRS, your CRS score, and that score is what you're going to need. Now most people spend most of their time trying to better their chances of getting like a higher score. Why this happens is because of step number 2. In step number 2, you'll be invited to apply. So every month, sometimes twice a month, the Canada Immigration Office will publish a cutoff point. Maybe, I don't know how they choose what is the cutoff point for that month. Maybe it might be the amount of people they want to bring in, and they might feel like, okay, there are a lot of people that have scores up to here, so let's put the scores up to here. Or maybe there's a lot of people that don't have so much scores, so they bring it down. Over the years, the scores have gone high and has gone low. So they publish a score. Everybody that meets that score is sent an invitation to apply. So remember, the first profile that you create is free. Now once you get this invitation to apply, then you go to step number 3, which is to submit your application. Submitting your application will require you to attach documents and attach letters and things that will prove some of those things that were in your profile that made you to get that high score. So on the submission of application level, you're going to be focusing on proving your entry, proving all the things that you entered into your profile. So it's also very important that whatever it is that when you're creating your profile, even though it's free, make sure that all the information there is true. Make sure that all the information there you can prove. Now, step number 4 is once you've gone through that and you submitted your application, you've paid the application fee of, I think, about $1,500. I might be wrong at this point. Once you've submitted the application, they take about 6 months to review it. Sometimes it's more than 6 months. Mine took 7 months. But once you've done that and once they've reviewed it, they will actually send you a letter and they'll tell you to submit your passport if you got approved. Now, once you submit your passport, you actually have 3 weeks. They might take 3 weeks, or it might take more for them to stamp a temporary visa on your passport and give you a document that says that you're actually a PR. And then once you get that temporary visa, you have like maybe 3 months to come into Canada and then get your actual visa. The person that advised me to start my application told me that the place to start was to write my IELTS and get my WES. Most of the stress of the application actually goes on the first level, which is creating a profile, because you want to get that high score. Now, I'm going to dive deeper into that for this video and share with you guys useful links that will help you with more information about, just getting your first profile ready with a good score. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is that your score is considered, there are 6 factors that they use to consider the score that they give you. The 6 factors are your education, your language skills, your age, your adaptability, and arranged employment. For age, the younger you are, the better. For education, if you have the higher your education, the better, the higher your score. For language skills, the higher your score in like an English exam. Everybody needs to write an English exam, even if you're coming from England. I have English friends that had to write the IELTS before they could come into Canada. So your English exam or your French exam, because they're also taking French, the higher your scores in English and French, the better for you. In adaptability, if you have a relative here, that would add points for you. Your funds would also add points for you. Well, if you've lived in Canada before, there's several things on the adaptability that would actually add points for you. And then the last thing is arranged employment. If you have arranged employment, you don't even need to show adaptability. You don't even need to show funds. You get a really high score. So having arranged employment will give you a really high score. However, it's very difficult for most people to find jobs from outside the country, especially if you're coming from a place like Nigeria or any other third world country. So, but yeah, that is there. Arranged employment is there. Now, in terms of education, so on the document that I have in the description, I've left links for you to be able to kind of look through these 6 factors. So for education, I've left links where you can, find out more information on how you can get your school, your education accredited if you did not get it here in Canada. For age, well, your age, so there's really no link to live for that. For work experience, did I talk about work experience? Yay. Work experience is also one of the important 6 factors that they look at. So the more your work experience in a certain field, the better for you. So for work experience, I've left a link where you can check your career and match it to the Canada's National Occupation Classification. Now for federal skilled worker, your experience or your career would need to be in the classification 0, A or B. So I've left a link for you to see all the classifications and see where your career falls on that. Remember, it needs to be either 0, A or B for federal skilled worker. For language skills, I've left a link where you can find out more about getting your IELTS or getting your French exams written. So yeah, check the link. In terms of adaptability, that one is also really going to depend on, do you have friends here? Do you have an employment? Do you not friends? Do you have relative here? Do you have employment? It's really, all that one is really going to depend on you. So there's really no link, but I have left a link that will show you, like, that describes all 6 factors for you, so that you can actually go through them yourself and see which one works for you. Now there's also you can also check your eligibility without actually creating a profile. So I've also left a link in the document where you can put in your details, and it would kind of tell you what scores you have, and based on that you would be able to tell, okay, maybe I have a chance, maybe I don't have a chance. I've also left a link to a site where they kind of publish all the scores, all the CRS scores that have been getting invited, the cutoff point. This will kind of help you to have an idea of how much what score that you need to get in order to go to the next level, in order to kind of have a chance to get invited to apply. I've also put in like different links on some useful information that I found about the entire process. So just click the link in the description that leads to the document, put in your email and your phone number, and you'll be able to download this document. I've tried to make it as simple as possible, but if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you. Also, don't forget to follow the Canada Settler, because not only will we be talking about how to immigrate to Canada, we'll also be sharing how you can settle in well in Canada and enjoy this beautiful country. So also, you'd also see the link to the Canada Settler in the description. The Canada Settler also is a podcast. In fact, it is a podcast with a YouTube channel, and we'll also be talking about, we'll be talking with immigrants who have come here, and they'll be sharing their own stories with us and sharing their tips and tricks with us. So do stay tuned, and I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, and please share it with your mates, and come back for more. All right, guys, take care. Bye.